Spiritual filter. Have you got one? Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 3129 of What's You Up To Now. This whole month, we're focusing on spiritual area and aspect of our life for Supersize Your Business Annual Challenge. And the spiritual aspects and component of your business, whether you believe you've got one or not, there absolutely is a spiritual energetic component to your organization. And this is the first year we've done an annual challenge for Supersize Your Business owners. And so it's an experiment, but so far it's going really, really well. So today we're talking about, and this is a segment where I just talk about what I'm working on, what's the good, the bad, the beautiful, I call it nowadays, because I want to focus on getting more of what I want in my businesses and in my life and in my experiences, instead of focusing on the ugly, what isn't working, right? Plenty of people focus on judgment, what's wrong, criticizing, comparing themselves to others, all the negative emotions. So you don't need me to do that, right? And guess what? I don't need me to do that. I want to focus on what's working and create more of that, not on what isn't working and create more of that, because that's what happens. Whatever we're focusing on, whatever our attention is on, whatever we're listening to, paying attention to, which is what the whole spiritual filter is all about. Are we filtering and consciously choosing what we want to feed our mind, feed our experiences, feed into our environment, feed our families, things like that? And we started on the super framework today. Every month, this is the 9th year in a row that we've done a personal development type framework on different topics. We pick a topic for the year, and that's how I started to do videos, because guess what? Everybody sucks and everybody hates doing videos at first. And I was like, I have to be able to talk and just make a video, because I do not have the physical skills and abilities, and it's because of my personal situation. Not true of anybody else probably, or many people, but I don't have the ability to edit my videos because of my visual challenges. It's just something I chose early on. I'm not even going to try to tackle this because it doesn't make sense. So what you see is what you get. WYSIWYG doesn't just apply to computer programming. It applies to human beings. What you see is what you get. The trick is, a lot of times we put on filters that we don't want to see what people are really showing us. I did that in my personal relationship for a quarter century. Didn't turn out too well. Wasn't good for me or my family. But we do that. We're humans. We make mistakes. We learn from them, hopefully, so we don't make them again. So today we're talking about the super framework. And I do this every year because I want us to have a tool and a skill in our personal toolboxes that we've practiced at least a dozen times. So once a month, we apply the tool that we create together in January to some area and aspect of our life. Usually 9 of those are along the life framework area that I share and teach with everybody. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships. Contribution, I learned those from Tony Robbins and Jim Rohn back in the 1980s. Shh, don't tell anybody how old I am. So I think I tell everybody how old I am. I am just delighted to be here because at 50, I almost wasn't here anymore. So we're focusing on spirituality this month, and we're applying some of my favorite tools and techniques and strategies to spirituality, just like we do each month to whatever area we're focusing on. And then in November, we'll do No Nonsense November, where we will culminate and share 30 of the biggest lessons learned or the biggest topics that apply to our personal life and apply to our businesses and scaling and growing and supersizing them. Because most of us start a business because we want to make it bigger and better and make the world a better place. At least the people I work with, that's what they want. So, and then in December, we analyze what happened this year and look at that. And we then plan and actually frame out next year. So we're ready to go January 1st. And there's no, I have to set New Year's resolutions. I have to set my goals. Because guess what? You're out enjoying your New Year's Eve because you've already got that mapped out and planned, and you know exactly what you're going to do next year. All right. What else is up? I put AI. I've been putting AI in my description or my title for a while now, because I know that AI has the ability as a tool to help me personally do some of the things that I struggle with, right? Automate some of the process that require 20/20 vision that I do not have any longer, and I struggle with those things. So if I can get some help to do those things faster, I'm still going to show up on video, right? It's kind of my thing now. It's like just showing up every day and looking at my crazy makeup. It's going to get worse. I wish I could say it was going to get better. If I can get some eyes from Elon Musk or something, or some bionic eyes, maybe it'll change. change. But otherwise, what you see is what you get, right? So I put AI down. I also put catch up today because I realized I'm in a coaching program and there was a whole segment of the training that they've updated or put in because I went through it once, but I realized as I was looking at it, there were huge sections that have been added to and that I missed. And so I wanted to make sure I went through and started covering those. So while everybody else is in LA, I was here studying and learning and growing and consuming tons and tons of content that I'd totally missed. I'm like, how did I miss this? Anyway, so that's why that's on there. And then I am going to start experimenting with the way YouTube says YouTube should be done. Now, we know I do it my own way, right? I think I've got 20,000 videos on my YouTube channel. Don't go back and watch the early ones. Warning. Fair warning. Do not do it. Even I don't do that. I don't think even I have gone back to watch my very first video. I think it's very scary to do that. It's like editing. If I were to edit something, I would never put anything up or out because it would take me so long to do it. And that's part of my thinking. And I feel like with a daily video, it's kind of like bread or the bakery industry. It's good for a day, and then most people are never going to look at it or see it again. And I'm okay with that. I do it to help me grow and be a better human being and to just share some of the lessons learned and the messages that I've learned along the way because we're all on our own journey, right? Some things will work for you. Some things won't. Some things other people do that they're super successful at, I cannot make work for me no matter what. Why? Because they're not in alignment with my core values and how I want to show up in the world. So I'm here if you need anything. I always say, how can I help? Because I am here to help. If I can connect you with somebody else, if I can help you solve a problem, if I can help you look at a situation you're facing with a different point of view or perspective, just ask. Otherwise, go out, make it an amazing day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.